this video helps you find a teaching strategy for your students in your standards-based lesson plan that will support their cognitive development according to Piaget. Piaget is definitely one of the most famous learning theorists. Here's a picture of him right here in his older age. And he basically believed that our thinking developed in a series of 4 distinct stages where you had to finish a stage before you moved on to the other one. In this assignment, you're going to try and describe and defend a teaching strategy that you use in your lesson plan that represents his different theories of cognitive development in your students. So, just like in the brain and language, we're going to describe a teaching strategy in our lesson plan, and it may be missing, not specific enough, or lacking in details, where we get an opportunity to build upon that strategy. So it turns out there is a strategy that goes with Piaget, and it's called the Socratic method. So in step number 1 in our example, the Socratic method does use a Piagetian theory. However, the author feels the Socratic type question isn't specific enough, so adds in which beach is best, what is the most important criteria to make a great beach, does time of the day or season play a factor in a great beach. This specificity will help us understand why Piaget's particular theory works. And in addition, after reviewing Piaget's theory, the author also found that the instruction needed guidelines of the discussion to make it more respectful and safe. So added in this next set of guidelines to the instruction. Really, notice we really built up from this small portion to adding in quite a few more steps. And in this way, we're making it a much better lesson. Now, to defend your teaching strategy of why it works according to Piaget, think about these questions. How does your teaching strategy match and support Piaget's cognitive development of the stage in your students? And keep in mind, you only need to worry about your developmental stage of your particular age group. How does the teaching strategy help students organize what's called schemes of the information, or schema? And how does it help develop the assimilation accommodation through disequilibrium of the information? These may sound like foreign words, but they are things that you will need to be very familiar with, so please review the following information. And we have a couple of YouTube videos to see it in action, and some teaching strategies that are specific for Piaget, so you may want to go back and look at those when you're considering your teaching strategy. And so you'll notice that there's quite a bit of an answer here, and your answer should be longer in Piaget because this really represents one of the fundamental learning theories. And then again, as always, you can present and communicate your answers in text, always electronically, but in text or any other multimedia. And then place your answer with your description and your defense at the end of your lesson plan. So we'll again look at student example number 1. And we should still be building upon our lesson. There we go. Scrolling down, we will see that we have brain, language, and now we have cognitive development with Piaget, with the addition of our extra teaching strategies, our defense, and notice that the teaching strategies have now been added to our lesson, making it better and better and better. Okay, next we take on Vygotsky.